Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the story of Jade Empire. No commentary involved.
You have managed to survive. I suppose someone of your skill cannot be easily dissuaded. You may call me Silk Fox. I apologize for my previous aggression, but I thought you were in league with an enemy of mine. I was clearly mistaken. Powerful forces are at work here. You are caught in great events that are beyond you. But I may have use for someone as impetuous as you. Trust? I never said we should trust each other. I don't trust you at all, but our goals may be similar. I want nothing more than for you to continue your journey. You seek the old man who was taken from Two Rivers, correct? Of course you do. He was taken by Death's hand. I could tell you where his minions have gone. For a price. A simple trade. I tell you where the abductors are, and you tell me who that old man is. You mix truth with lies. He must be more for Death's hand to keep him alive. Still, you've told me what I need to know. It would take a season to reach the Imperial City by land or water. Air is the only quick way, but you need a wind map. I know the location of one. Lord Yan governs much of the Great Southern Forest. He petitioned the Lotus Assassins for a wind map so he could settle a trade disruption. Of course, that has earned him their attention in addition to whatever trouble is infesting his lands. I doubt he has time for charity, but you might try to find him. Do not presume familiarity with me. Our paths have crossed for a moment, but no more. I have matters of my own to attend. Remember, if you want to reach the Imperial City, you must go to the forest and get that map from Lord Yun. My path takes me elsewhere. If you actually reach the Imperial City, I will be impressed. Until then, I wish you luck. You are a surprising little peasant.
Hey, you're the man the captain said to look out for. He said to tell you thank you very much and to give you this. I think he couldn't wait to get out on the river, and as soon as the water came back, he left. Thanks so much. Wow, now I can eat for another day. Does it get any better than this?
people of Tien's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Li would be proud of you, as am I. If you could spare some time, could we talk about what we have seen? I'm not sure I can make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere. I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors, literally to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have. I mean, if I had suffered something like that, I'm sure it would have stayed with me. I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to study at the school, probably so Master Li could deal with my sensitivities. It doesn't compare, really. These spirits, they truly suffered and have a right to turn on those who left them behind. Me? I feel like my abandonment was partially my fault, but I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance. I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in the poor creatures in the ruins. I do not want to suffer such anger, such bitterness. It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say. I am grateful for that. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time. I will... No! I do... Be...
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now, what do you need of me? I've said enough for the time being. Goodbye, then.
What do you want? You need to repair your ship? For the place you're going and the man you want to find? The Guardian says it's a mightier task than you think, but that you're special, too. I think you're special, too. All the others are people, but you're different. I like you. Is there anything else you wanted? About me? What do you want to know? You want to talk to him, don't you? The Guardian? I don't really know what to say. I don't really do much. I just go where the Guardian tells me to go, where we're needed. I trust him. He won't let them hurt me. The evil men, the bad ones, and the other. But he says not to worry, that none of them are here now, but they follow you, which is why we've come. Now we're needed here, with you. You're the last, he says, so we have to protect you, to make sure balance is restored. You hold the amulet and can use it, unlike... Oh, he says I've already said too much. He doesn't like me talking about him while he's busy. Maybe we can talk again sometime? But for now, not about that. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay. What do you want?
Kukun Asul.
Wakawe ya tanke yenano wo yewa sonoak. Ikakahia wo noka kike ia wo shathia oko uki ia ayayuya wai.
Stop! Legendary strike! Spirit Thief! My style is superior!
The dam is closed once again. Tien's landing may yet survive, and it is all because of you, most honorable stranger. Let me add my thanks to that of the rest of the town. It is nice to have one less thing to worry about. We have more than enough troubles here already. Goodbye, Great One. It is always a pleasure speaking with you, the hero of Tien's Landing.
The Emperor doesn't care about us. The dam's closed.
You really shouldn't be here.
Oh, again you are here? What is it now? Maybe you need directions? I have a few for you, that's for sure.
Don't trust him. His directions usually start out friendly, but end up with a spatula in someone's nose. Why would anyone want to know how to do that?
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Thank you for over-explaining the intricacies of my wit. Implied threats are ever so much more effective when they are no longer implied. Good. I need to concentrate on the menu. You want to eat, you'll leave me alone.
The Emperor...
There are goats.
Is the Emperor real?
You're crazy.
Wo nikasurier kwana no koni ugnawata ir niknipier.
Oh, how do you know? You always think you know more than me.
Wo nikasurier kwana no koni ugnawata ir Niato wo nanapati irovir koni ugnawata ir Wotowir ukawana ir usoanata hoki. Niato wo nanapati irovir.
How do you know he didn't?
Wo anania ifewir uk sonoruk noka uk snapir. Niato wo nanapati irovir koni uk nawata ir.
Some stranger. I can't believe that. What is more likely? Your theory that some lone stranger wandered into town and saved us for no reason? Or my theory? You don't even know my theory yet. Here's my theory. The Emperor sent a special agent to close the dam for us. But the Emperor, he's so humble, he didn't want us to know. He made the agent come in secret. No? Then why'd he send an agent to save us? Humph.
Well, you took care of the dam. Good job, youngster. Never thought I'd be glad to see that dam closed up. Oh, I may have one foot in the grave, but my mind is still sharp. Pray you can say the same when you've seen as many years as I have, youngster. Let's see what you have there. Oh. Yes. Yes, it's mine. She was my wife, and she didn't make it out of the rising waters. I can't tell you what this means to me. After all these years, there are no words. Thank you. Thank you. Away with you then, youngster. Turn your back on old Way.
Ignore the...
Greetings once more. Are you ready to peruse my many fine wares? I have the finest selection of... Very...
Sipa sa ayer ki unyer, Juanurk shinroni sipa. Wo yakuptir, ni shin warwayer, wo suyer kak.
Even with the dam closed, Sheng still cries at night about going back to the Imperial City. Even
You did it! How the people will sing the praises of Minister Sheng, who found, hired, and sent forth the helpful peasant who ultimately solved the problem. Yes, Minister Sheng is most appreciative. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must plan my triumphant return to the Imperial City. Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
Irkana.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? Yes, I know. It is good that you have come to me. You deserve to learn to control the earth, but you must also learn that the stone can never truly be controlled.
O Nikasurir Kwana no Kuni Ugnawata Ir Niknipier.
It is the only way you will learn the true secrets of Stone Immortal. I will not force you into this decision. There is no need to fight at all, but if you wish to learn and to grow, you must be prepared to make sacrifices and take risks. The key is to ensure that those risks are worthwhile for all involved. I'm sure you know what you must do in this case. Good. This will not be an easy test, but I suspect you are ready for it.
Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike.
Well done. Very few can withstand Stone Immortal. Only those who understand the world around them, in fact. You understand your place, and yet you are not afraid to use your strength when it is required. That will serve you well in this lifetime. And... as I said, that will serve you well. Don't mind me. I was just thinking out loud. Students of your caliber are rare.
O no yui wa kitsu so iroko wa shusi.
Don't mind him. Men become temperamental at his age. Here, let me teach you to coax the earth to do your bidding. Only your connection to the world and your understanding of your place will convince them. There, you have it. It was an honor to teach what I could. I am not the instructor Master Jian was, but his lessons would not have suited your temperament.
Wanakapir sari awaf, van sierra suorufus isinosaurus usuno.
Remember to remain true to the high path. The earth only serves those who know their place among all things.
Sa ir yagoak, coconato siri panoneniku.
Indeed. Shall we meet again next year, Jian?
Niato nonapati irovir, kuni ugnawata ir.
You have made that proclamation every year for 2 decades. Those teeth must be frightfully long by now. How ever do you open your mouth anymore? Until next year, you old goat.
This is my...
Back again. Have you been to the ruins yet? Time is running short. If you don't find the missing piece of your amulet, the Lotus Assassins will. Sun Li warned me that others might come, but all is not lost. The Lotus Assassins have a piece of the amulet, but so do you. Victory is far from decided. Whatever the outcome may be, my part in these events is over. Now that you have been to the ruins, I may finally take my leave of this town. I have served Sun Li for many years, but there comes a time when all service must end. My final task was to direct you to the ruins. Now I am no longer bound. And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
When the dam was closed, people said the town was dying. But not me. I was the only one who said things would get better, and they did. I have no doubt the pirates will be dealt with soon as well. Things always look up eventually. It reminds me of an old saying my father taught me. The storms of misfortune always pass, and the rains of sorrow bring forth a field of opportunity. Words to live by, I say. Enjoy your stay in wonderful Tien's Landing, where
Welcome back to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I still don't have any wares to show you, I'm afraid. I'm still short on inventory. It's a shame my business is struggling so much. Farewell.
We will...
There you are! I confess that when I got down here, I wasn't sure I actually met you. Too much wine in me. I thought you might have been a dream, but here you are. I can take you to the pirates if you still want to go. It'll be an easy trip. The river's quite tame again since you closed the dam. No danger at all. Until you meet the pirates. I'll take you, and if the pirates slit your throat and dump your body in the river, I'll bring you back to town for a nice burial. If they leave your body on land, you're out of luck.
I guess I'll have to trust you. But I really don't like boats. Or the water.
I can take you no farther. Be wary in this place. Pirates everywhere. If any pirates come by and try to take my barge, I'll show them how well I use my paddle. Good luck to you in there. And if you need to leave in a hurry, just come running.
Nikno irkut fan sonwi song o fir nawas wasa ir sonwat.
I'm sorry. Your brothers inside made me clean up their chicken bones. I came as soon as I finished, but in my haste I tripped and fell down the stairs.
Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku. Wono wir apa wafa ukir okir wo ifirk. Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku.
I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I'll get the wine and some food, yes? Trip me? Make me crawl like a dog? Yeah, this'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Come on. Stupid rope, come on. Make them sorry they ever... Huh? Wait, don't hurt me. I was just, Hey, you're no pirate. I remember the face of everyone I used to sail with, and I've never seen you before. My name's Chung. Once I was a pirate on the river, but things were different then. We took pride in our work. We were professionals, not like these lazy, drunken louts. The younger pirates used to look up to me. Now they treat me like dirt. They treat me worse than that slave cleaning the pier. But I'm gonna get even. I'll show them. Those drunks on the pier were supposed to unload the ship, but they're too lazy to finish the job. They left a cannon suspended above the dock, supported by this single rope. One quick pull and that cannon comes crashing down, taking out the dock and anyone on it. But my old bones can't pull hard enough to loosen the knots in the rope. I got nothing against the kid, but dropping the cannon is the easiest way to wipe out everyone on the pier. Tough break for the kid, but much easier for you. You want to take the guards on face to face? I won't stop you. Still think you should use the rope, though. Tough break for the kid cleaning the pier, but much easier for you. But whatever you're gonna do it quick. Won't be long until those pirates on the dock start wondering what's taking me so long with their wine.
Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon! Legendary strike! Now my strength prevails!
They're dead. I don't have to sweep the dock no more. You saved me. Oh, but there's more pirates inside. Lots more. They'll catch you, and you'll be a slave like the rest of us. Or they'll kill you. This whole island is crawling with pirates. They'll kill you, but they won't catch me again. I know where to hide.
Those pirates didn't seem to give you much trouble at all. Back in my day, a pirate knew how to fight, but these young ones are soft and weak. Gao ruined everything. I tried to tell them, but nobody listened. You'd think the Lotus Assassins would have been a warning. Even a pirate knows better than to get mixed up with them. Gao the Greater, as he calls himself, is the leader of the guild, a powerful crime syndicate. They never used to bother with us until Gao came to power. Gao himself came and took over our operations. He began building the flyers, and he made slaving our main activity. My own men turned on me. Now they treat me like a dog. A few months later, the Lotus Assassins showed up. Gao must have some kind of deal worked out with them. Whatever they're up to, it must be something big. They showed up shortly after Gao took over, working with him and his guild. Inquisitor Lim seems to be in charge of the Lotus Assassins here. Gao and Lim don't get along. They both like to be in charge. Be careful if you run into Lim. There's something very wrong about him. Back in my day, a pirate ship stayed on the water where it belonged. Now they've got some kind of factory up on the top floor where they build those blasted airships. There's something suspicious about those airships. Sure, the pirates use them, but I think that's just a cover so the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please. Ask away, and I'll do my best to answer. Any enemy of Gao and the Lotus Assassins is a friend of mine. Pirates are hidden away all through this lair. You shouldn't have too much trouble with them. One of Gao's new captains is around. Watch out for her. She's a tough one. Up near the top, you'll find the airships and Gao himself. Maybe Inquisitor Lim, too. He's so cold he could scare a spirit back to life, then scare him dead all over again. Oh, I was more than just a pirate. I was captain. I robbed and pillaged up and down these waters, but I did things differently. We sailed the waters, not the skies. Then Gao came with his Lotus Assassins and airships, and suddenly my ideas were old-fashioned. My men turned on me, and Gao kept me around as a broken-down servant. I spent my life as a pirate, and look where it got me. Now I'm barely above the slaves. If you see Gao, give him a kick for me, even if he's already dead. Watch yourself in this place. 1 minute you're on top, and the next you're on the bottom, bowing and scraping.
Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike! Storm Dragon! Style! Legendary Strike! My strength prevents Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike! Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike! Spirit Thief! Stone Immortal! Your weakness and legendary strike!
He's freed the slaves! You'll pay for that, maggot!
Will I? If you scum have any sense at all, you'll stand aside. Let me go drive a blade through your master's throat, and I'll forget I saw you.
Oh, certainly. We'll sit back and let you stroll upstairs to kill our leader. Would it help if we drew you a map to his room? I wasn't serious, you idiot. We're going to kill this intruder and go back to our drinking. He's just one man. He can't beat all of us.
Look around. The odds are not so much in your favor. There's still a chance for you to run.
What are you talking about, fool?
You haven't noticed my partner over there watching us? He spent his entire lifetime learning how to kill dogs like you. This is your last chance.
So, the thief brought a friend. That just means you won't die alone. Attack!
Storm Dragon! Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Spirit Thief. You will be crushed.
How'd I know you'd be deadly in a fight? You'll have to accept my apologies for dragging you into that, but I can't afford to be stopped. Not now. My name is Sky. It's good to see there's someone else in this place who can't stand these slaving dogs. We make quite the pair. Indeed. I find I'm just not saved enough these days. Shame, that. It was obvious you weren't with the pirates. Why not deal with them quickly? There's bigger game above us. Speaking of which, there's a very secure and equally intimidating gate blocking the way. If we work together, though, it'll be simple to crack. It's funny what things you can learn if you just ask at the right time, like when you have a knife to someone's throat. Things like how to reach the upper levels of this place despite that security door. I'm here on a personal matter. A man in this place took something very valuable from me, and I intend to repay him the favor. Yes, I hunt Gao the Greater, though I will not say why. It is a personal matter. I won't be stopped now that I'm this close, and luckily you're here. That'll make it easier to reach the upper levels where he hides himself away. You're here for your reasons, and I'm here for mine. Somehow I doubt they conflict. Besides, we'll need each other's help to get through that door. The door at the top of this stair is locked through a fairly ingenious mechanism. Gao's engineer, Kang the Mad, designed it for security. Kang the Mad is a crafty fellow. The door requires two to unlock it. Up high there is a platform with the release lever. The door must be operated while the lever is held forward. There used to be a sentry up there who handled that kind of thing, but he had an accident. I can climb up and pull the lever easily enough. You can open the door when it's unlocked. My best guess would be guards willing to die for their master. You shouldn't have too much trouble helping them reach that goal. Once the door is open, we can go our separate ways. I have my goals, and I'm sure you have yours. Since we both have much to do, why don't I go unlock the door now? As much as I would value your company, I'm afraid I must decline. I've come here to do something for myself, and I must do it alone. I should go now, but I have to ask in case we never meet again. Where did you study? He must have been a genius. You fight like no one I've seen before. No one I've ever met fights like you do. It's subtle, but your movements bait your foes into seeing an opening that isn't there. It's like a clever trap. I'm sorry, I'm wasting time neither of us can spare. I'll get ready and pull the lever when you're near the door. Good luck with whatever brought you to this place.
Nara irfonir wonu kanawa ofahir kanawa wonu. Ukir nekpo sise sayer wosayer nifuyer. Sayer yo woya yer ni tatatir ni sasapika. Akwakwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisayer nawakuk.
Spirit Thief! Legendary Strike! Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike! My strength prevails! Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike! Your weakness ends in death!
What do you want? Okay.
Mistress, I am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim. You should have been back by now. Why haven't you ordered Gao to grant you one of his flyers?
Mistress, Gao's ships are only small flyers. They're good for short-range flights and raiding villages, but not for long journeys. That's why I haven't returned yet.
Don't try to pin your failings on me, Lim. I've delivered everything I promised. It's only a matter of time until I finish the special dragonfly to transport the artifact to the Imperial City.
Until you finish? I designed that dragonfly. I built it, not Gao. That dragonfly is Kang's masterpiece.
Silence the mad fool.
I've heard rumors of a spy disrupting our operations in the South Limb. Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
That will not be necessary, mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day. You heard Mistress Jia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer finished now.
Jia is not my mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, if not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
I am well aware of your son's role in all this, Gao. In fact, I suspect I know more about him than you do.
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me!
Of course, Gao. I was just waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I received a report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
No! This can't be! You lie!
I speak the truth. It seems your son was no match for one of the other students. From the condition of his body, it sounds like he died quite painfully.
No! Young Gao was everything to me. Damn you and your black heart, Lim. Damn you!
I want to be alone. I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one!
If I can get to the Imperial City fast enough, I can give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise. We shall see. Get to work, mad fool. Do whatever it takes to get that ship built. I will take a short-range flyer and check on some of our other operations in the area. If the marvelous dragonfly is not ready to launch when I return, those captive demons will have a new playmate.
Interruptions? Who designed that dragonfly? Did you build something to make his sandals explode? You handled the guards well with your punching and kicking. I was going to make more of an explodey thing, but kicking worked well too. I am Kang, the Mad. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly tend to survive. The things I explode, not so much. Do I build flyers? Do I build flyers? Yes. Have you heard differently? Fantastical things, but misused by Gao and his cohorts. I've saved the best for myself. My greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity no other flyer does. The marvelous Dragonfly. Under protest, Gao does not appreciate what I make. He misuses, and worse, he duplicates and diminishes their glory. Well, no more. The Dragonfly will not function. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus Assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor. Well, no one will find it. Try to fly without that. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the Dragonfly can only make short hops. Yes, of course. What do you think I've been saying? You need to listen more carefully. If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, I'll replace the inductor on the Dragonfly, and we can fly away. What do you say? You are sure to profit from this partnership. In fact, I've never accidentally exploded anyone traveling with me, so that alone is a benefit of my presence. Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see what's what. For now, let me think. We'll need explosives that explode. Questions are good. It means the wheels are turning. But make it quick. I never let asking get in the way of doing. Is she one of the slaves? The slave breaker let a girl through this morning. I did not hear her name, but no one else has been brought by. I will restate and reiterate as necessary, but I would like to get back to my tools. Oh, that's a long story, from what I remember. Some experiments went wrong in my old workshop. The explosions. A few estates burned down. Some other things happened. Gao bribed some officials just as I was about to be quartered by 5 horses. Or would that be quinted? Well, regardless, he brought me here to work for him. Sure, he rescued me, but only to acquire my inventions and misuse them. You don't send dozens of flyers against pitiful villages. There's no elegance to a swarm. Just like you don't use explosives inspired by the great dragon to carve a treasure chamber. A menial use of power without even a decent crater to show for it. No. But if I offer advice, you should at least consider it. Gao ignores guidance. Listen to me, and I'll keep the marvelous Dragonfly the best flyer in the air. Just next to the launch room. I don't know how you get in or out, because it is, after all, behind a massive immobile door. I can think of one way to open it, but I don't have a lever long enough, so you'll have to use your head. Well, not literally. Master Li? No, I don't think so. Well, I am not so good with names. Or faces. Dates are bad, too. But I remember my own handiwork. Several older flyers stopped here briefly. They were full of Lotus assassins, and one big assassin in black armor who seemed to be in charge. Very big, unpleasant look on his mask. They had a prisoner with them, or so I heard, and they all seemed nervous about it. The flyers left for the Imperial City soon after. Does that help? I will restate. Oh, I would like to put something explodey in his food, just to see if it would make him blink, because that one has dead eyes, like he's missing something. Sometimes he is here, sometimes he is not. I don't know right now which is true, but I know he is dangerous, very dangerous. Yes, goodbye. Go and leave me to think.
Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. My strength prevails. Storm Dragon. Blind strength. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Focus. Spirit Thief. Focus. Legendary strike. My strength prevails.
Please, don't burn me. I'll do anything you want.
I'm sure you will, child. But deep inside, you think you're not a slave. Only true pain will wash away these thoughts. You can have your slaves when they're broken, not a moment before.
Help me, please!
You wandered into the wrong room, slave. Focus!
Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike.
Hey, I know you. Mother and I met you when we were trying to get out of Tien's Landing. I don't want to be a slave. I just want to get out of this place.
kawoya astir, wo sayer ithasaya wa kawishir.
Oivoya uksonko noko isansia.
Kosawaya iraithia, sisauka kawa koyu.
Sisa ia akawayo kupvaia wo.
Uktawayir o pafawania son sayer, o uno so sonsi. Satha kawayir sonuyir kawayir payir nasi sonkut. O wowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayet.
I'm glad you're safe, Mother.
There was a lot of pain here. The Guardian says he can feel it soaked into the walls. I don't like it here.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There was fire in his eyes.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic burns inside him.
Yeah, but this time it was worse. Better stay out of his way for the next little while. Something really set him off.
Wait a minute. You there! Who are you? You can't be up here. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Focus. Legendary strike. Let strength prevail. Focus! Your weakness ends in death. Legendary strike.
Legendary strike. Spirit Thief. You resist me? Staff. Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. You will fall. Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Legendary Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Let's strike him. Storm Dragon. Focus. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Staff. Legendary Strike.
Was exciting. I wonder what's inside. The Guardian doesn't like what's happened. They've brought others from outside and made them fight.
This area is forbidden. Only Gao himself is allowed to enter. You must be destroyed. I am Xianxi, the great elephant demon. Gao's infernal magic summoned me and bound me here to guard this room. The penalty for all who enter is death. Gao's power compels me. I must destroy you!
Legendary Strike, Staff!
You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You were the one who killed my son Gao. Your words mean nothing. You are a murderer, a killer! Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and that school! My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. And now my son is... Gao may be gone, but I will avenge him. I know the styles your broken old master taught you, and I know how to beat them. I promise your death will be both slow and painful.
Staff! Storm Dragon! Focus! Legendary Strike! My strength prevails! Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike! Spirit Thief! Die like my style is superior! Legendary Strike! Storm Dragon! Focus! Legendary Strike! Focus! Storm Dragon! Legendary Strike! Spirit Thief! Legendary Strike! Focus!
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die. After I left you, I stumbled across some very interesting documents. Perhaps I spent too long poring over them, but I couldn't resist. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right? True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but two fools working together stand a better chance than one. It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
Hey, that's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart. If you are planning to take on the servants of Death's Hand, you'll need all the help you can get. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying. Hey! Ha ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. Ha-ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only two in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice, safe landing place just outside Tien's landing. Very unlikely we'll crash. Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own. I'll stay here with the flyer. I'll keep her warm, so she'll be ready when you want to fly us back to town.
We should get back to town and be on our way.
Are you ready to go back to Tien? Ha-ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight! Careful now, you'll dent something.
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gao the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time. I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress, but that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well. Yes, you are an outsider too, albeit one with power to change your world. I think the slaves in the pirate lair would greatly appreciate your skill in defense. And I would make great use of your confidence. You inspire me to think of the possibilities, not just the problems. I'm gaining an appreciation for the person you are becoming. Perhaps we should speak on these matters again sometime. I will... Be well, my friend.
My blades are yours to command.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
What do you want? You need to repair your ship? For the place I think... Is there... The Guardian wouldn't like me talking about that. He's busy now. The other is hurting, and he's keeping him inside. All the evil that has been done makes him stronger. I shouldn't say. Just by naming him, thinking of him, it draws him closer to the surface, gives him more power. The Guardian said that in all things there is balance, and for light there is dark within each of us. The other is his darkness, for the good he has to do. That's what he says. I can't talk about him. Already he hears me, and the Guardian is having trouble keeping him back. Please, don't mention him again. The Guardian is my friend. He's a part of me. But the other is a part of me, too. Sometimes they pull so hard in different ways, I can't. I try to be strong, and the Guardian gives me hope. But sometimes it's all I can do to convince me I'm still myself. Will you stay with me and keep me in myself? Thank you. I'll try not to be a bother, but the Guardian says we must stay with you. I hope you'll be my friend. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.
Yes? Is there something you want? I've said enough for... I don't know what else I can do for you right now. Goodbye, then.
Something's on your mind? I only spent enough time in Tien's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. Always happy to help.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. What situation? Did something happen? I had nothing to do with whatever it was. All my explosives are stored and accounted for. Somewhere. Ah, you mean our current state of affairs? Well, you still don't have the wind map to the Imperial City. We definitely need that. Without it, boom, short trip. Well, of course. But time is better spent doing than talking. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first. Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably unappreciated. This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out. Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hid something in my head because I was going to lose my memory, I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled. Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the Dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.